Now, markets in India are just underway. Topsy-turvy session, of course, yesterday. How are we doing now at the open? A little bit better. There we go. 0.5% to the upside. Flat there on dollar rupee. Now, obviously, the big story in the country's elections in Gujarat is being seen as a wake-up call for the prime minister there. The BJP did win, but didn't quite do as well as expected. Now, should that actually change the way investors view the country? That's a big question, and we're putting that question to Chakri Lokapriya, joining us live out of Mumbai. He's the CIO at TCG Asset Management. Chakri, thank you so much for making time this morning. Before we discuss the investment implications, I mean, certainly something did change within the underlying politics here. What do you think that change was?
Hello there. I think there are a couple of things which have changed. One is Gujarat is Modi's home state, and his party has been in power for the last 22 years. This time they come back to power, which is a good thing for the markets, but with a diminished majority. So I guess it's kind of a wake-up call that now the focus needs to be on reform and reflation of jobs and pro-business policies. And I think in the run-up to elections in 2019 for India, you'll see a lot of this beginning to happen for Modi to secure himself for another term.
Does that mean that we return to populist policies? Because what's really driven the markets higher was the promise that these painful reforms will be put in place and they'll stand behind these painful reforms. I mean, leading into 2019, what is it going to be? I mean, are we going to see a return to more populist policies? And what does it do with the budget?
I think we're going to see more of positive reforms in terms of one of the things for the reason of Gujarat elections coming with a diminished majority was because of the goods and services tax and the demonetization, both of which were kind of disruptive. Now, as that normalizes and the government has recognized that GST rates needs to come down to help small traders and businesses move up and to be able to compete. And so they're giving them some concessions. I think we'll see more of this, which I think the government's thinking is in line, or rather changing towards that maybe we need to cut taxes across businesses to spur growth. So which is not actually populist, which is kind of a good thing. And that's what India needs, because the lack of job growth has held back economic growth as well over the last 3 odd years.